Ladies and gentlemen, traders, welcome back to another Relentless recap. Guys, before we jump into it, reminder, I do not invest money for my subscribers. What that means is I will never ask you guys for cash. I will never make any recommendations for any nonsense like copy trading, mirror trading, options trading, weird cryptocurrency trading, none of that stuff. There's a lot of fake accounts, a lot of impersonators. I do not invest money for my subscribers, neither do the other members here in the community. So stay safe out there. Be careful. Remember, the live streams and the recaps are not an invitation to copy trade it. All right. So be careful out there. Approach the market in a slow and safe way. If you're new, if you're not consistent, even if you've been around for a while, limit your risk. Utilize a simulator, utilize risk money, utilize paper trading. All right, guys, the risk is real. The risk is real. Where there is reward, there is risk. Where there is risk, there is reward, and the risk is real. All right. With that being said, let's talk a little bit about today's recap. So for those of you who don't know, remember I did put out an update yesterday talking about MMU and the changes. Not going to go in super detail, but just remember that silver is no longer the 3-month option, right? Silver is now a crash course. And if you guys want the 3-month option, you can select gold. There's 2 different payment methods for 1 year or every 3 months. All right, just a quick heads up there. So, Relentless, after a bloodbath of a week, how did you do? Small red on Monday, right? Small red on Monday, or scratch day on Tuesday. You know, Wednesday, Thursday, big red days. How did you do, Relentless? Or rather, Monday scratch, Tuesday down 1400, Wednesday down 1K, yesterday red 160. Relentless, how did you do today after 4 red days in a row? Ladies and gentlemen, we're finally back on the green side of things. Today we're green $200. Small green, nothing crazy, but we got the job done and we are trending in the right direction. When we are red, the key is to then have the red days reduce in size at worst case scenario. If we can't get back green right away, we have to reduce our risk, limit our exposure. All right, even for people who, like myself, still something we have to do. And watch on Monday when I come back in here, and the momentum is looking good. We're gonna go sky high. I'm already ready. Mentally, I'm ready. It's just a matter of seeing that momentum, and we are gonna be sharp. We're gonna be disciplined. And so there's this process. Starts off a little rough, gets better. We're going down. We bottom out. We get a good bearing, and then back up all-time highs. Monday morning. I'm ready, man. Anyhows, let's talk a little bit about today. So, ALXO we'll touch on here in a sec. The stock that we really had was PRZO, and was the only stock really that was moving. I had a hard time in this area capitalizing here initially. Just could not retain any green. Green 100, red 80, green 100, red 80, and then it ended up selling off here. I had a good position in, holding into this push, rejected. And out of nowhere, it surges up out of nowhere, man. For those of you who are into WWE, like Randy Orton, right? Coming out of nowhere. And this thing just curls up. And I did recognize a little early, actually, around 08. I got long as we made the new high, but I was not confident enough to hold it long. What I needed to do, right? Well, let's not even say confident. Actually, yeah, let's not say confident. That's not the right way of phrasing what happened. What I needed to do here was to be in and putting a stop in place and holding until I got stopped out. Instead, what I did do was jump in and took quick profits as it went, not knowing how far it would go. Because I'm thinking, okay, huge sell-off, we're still under the context of weakness. maybe we curl up to 12, 13, and it flushes down. Maybe it just goes to 11, 10, 9, and flushes down. So I'm in at 8. I'm literally selling at 10, 11. Early in 2, 3 cents, small gain. And this thing continued to go, and then it jumps. Let's say about 7 seconds after I'm out, 6 seconds, like another big push of volume. It goes from 11 to 16. Then, another 2 seconds, like 22 or 24, it just starts to jump and skip in price, teleporting up in some ways. And that's the move I needed to get here. I only had 2,500 shares, but still, we could have been in and could have done a lot better exiting at 24 into the halt. Now, the resumption. So we got halted up here. The resumption, I had 3,500 share size. Not anything crazy, pretty moderate for this type of price. And, we open, we dip, and I'm buying, and I'm thinking I'm getting some great trades, but when I check the fills, the volatility, man, the volatility of how fast these stocks are moving in these areas. I'm in on a lot of nice levels, but we're not quite getting to see that follow through. And again, the fluctuation in the price action, instead of making 5, 10 cents, it's more so like 3 to 4 cents. And it tried here. We ended up having higher lows. It was looking like it wanted to continue. And instead of getting the next leg higher, sold off. Did bounce back a little later into the day, but brutal stuff, man. Brutal stuff. And that's essentially how things transpired today. So, it's a small green day, not a ton. But yeah, PRZO later into the day, we had ALXO. And this dip down here was good. This was so close, man. This was like so close. I got chopped out buying this dip and selling slightly too early twice down here on the low and as we made the new high, man. But the resumption was kind of nasty. I did see this stock hitting the scans here in this area. Didn't take it serious. Checked out the volume, like 100,000, well, less than 100,000 really right here when I saw it. I'm like 98K because it started hitting the scans for me after this green candle. Like 98,000 shares, yeah, not enough. So I left it alone. And then, as I came back, really watching at it, we're already up here pushing for a halt. So, a little disappointing. More volume did come in, and this would have been a nice entry here over 8. We surged up, high of 30, low of 21, and from there we got halted. So we resumed higher, but flushed out. Didn't really hold up well. It dips, but it's such a, I don't know. It was a little tricky. Actually, hold on. I'm trying to remember here if I. Sometimes a little hard to remember. I'm trying to remember if I was watching it for trades at this point. Hmm. Anyhows, we held up 9. As mentioned, well, rather 8:30, but as mentioned, I got chopped out here, and then we continued higher. It was clean. It wasn't bad. You just have to be a little sharp. I had small size, but again, some like near misses. Essentially, if we connected where we needed to be, even with the 300 shares, we probably could have been up $1 a share. But yeah, this was a good moving stock. Other than that, that was it really. AUVI, small move here earlier into the day, and looks like it gave a push a little later. But yeah, that was about it. Not a bad push here, but yeah, small green. Monday we're gonna come back ready. We're gonna study up, and we will be prepared for what the market dishes out. Quick recap, guys. Remember to stay safe out there. A lot of scammers, not just on Discord, but on Instagram, Facebook, everywhere. Stay safe. It's just, I don't know, man. We're banning and blocking them, reporting them, and there's new accounts being created left and right. So we'll continue to do what we can do, but still, we want to continue to warn the community and remind you guys to stay safe. So with that being said, hit that thumbs up. It's been Relentless. We're back on the green side of things. Upwards and onwards, as Rockland would say. Rockland, if you're watching this, big shout out.